So we're going to look ahead. We're going to just do a quick little look ahead. They actually announced the full, well, I guess they announced the full main card. I don't even think it's the main card because they put 6 fights on the screen. So I don't think that it's going to be the full main card, but they showed the entire the entire list for UFC 268 from Madison Square Garden, and it's headlined by 2 rematches. Let's just do this rapid fire. So give me your thoughts on the main event, Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington 2. What do you think about that one?
Well, we're gonna get to see Usman and actually entertaining. Well, I guess the last fight against Masvidal was entertaining, but the matchup wasn't really entertaining for me just because.
Right.
I mean, Usman is just gonna win that one all the time.
Yeah.
Covington, this is an exciting fight. I could definitely get up for this one. I think that Usman's gonna take it again. The inactivity of Colby Covington, I really don't like it that much. Last fight was Tyron Woodley. Was that 2019, his last fight?
No, it was almost a year. It was just over a year ago.
Okay.
In the Apex.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't fill me with confidence. I feel like Usman keeps looking better and better every time we see him. And Colby, we just haven't even seen him. So I don't know. Usman's already beat him once. I feel like he looks better now than he did then. So, yeah, early pick. I'm definitely going to go with Kamaru Usman to retain the belt.
Yeah, man, I agree with basically everything that you just said. I think that the inactivity of Colby Covington is definitely going to hurt him. And if he goes in there game planning against the fighter that he fought back in that was in 2019, right? Yeah, Usman Covington won.
Yes.
If he comes in trying to fight that fighter, he's going to lose because I don't think Kamaru is. I think Kamaru is twice the striker that he was against Colby. And if he thinks that he's going to be able to stand and bang with Kamaru like he did in the first fight, he's going to get knocked out. And that's going to be pretty epic to see. So, I'm all over Kamaru Usman. I think he wins this fight. I wouldn't say easily, but I think he wins it in relatively the same fashion that he did against Jorge in the second fight. Okay. Then the second rematch title fight, Rose Namajunas, Zhang Weili. What do you think about this one?
This one, I don't know about Zhang Weili just getting this rematch right away. Honestly, I kind of would have liked to see Joanna in this spot. If I'm being honest, I didn't walk away from that Joanna and Weili fight thinking that Weili wins that one at a high rate. Honestly, I honestly think I would bet Joanna in a rematch between them. Obviously, the first Rose fight ended pretty quickly. Really nice highlight KO for Rose's highlight reel. And I really don't know how this one's going to go. I mean, I think I'm going to lean Rose to get it done again. Weili just hasn't really impressed me that much recently. I mean, I know she was on like a 20 whatever fight win streak, but I don't know. I think Rose is looking good right now, and that's my early lean.
Yeah, I have to break this fight down a little bit more. Honestly, the only reason that I was so heavy on Rose in their first meeting was it was just the intangible factor of just the incredibly hostile crowd that she was going to have to deal with. And I just was like, she's never dealt with anything like this before. And just like I don't know, it was just a completely non-MMA breakdown that I had where I was just like, she's going to come in, she's going to be nervous. And that's basically what happened. I didn't predict that a fighter was going to have their leg snapped during her fight card. But, I thought that it was, there was some intangible factors here
for sure
in that first fight. I don't know necessarily if it's going to be the same thing here in the second fight, but whatever happens, similar, circumstances, similar train of thought that I just had with the main event. If Weili comes in looking the same that she did in her last two performances, she's going to lose this fight. She needs to level up, and if she doesn't level up, she's going to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, and then this one. This is just what a banger this one is.
Yeah, this is a great fight.
Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler. What do you think about this one?
I love this fight, man. I was really hoping we were going to get to see this one. So obviously it looks like we are. That's great. I'm thinking Gaethje gets this one done inside the distance. I think it's going to be really fun while it lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't trust Michael Chandler's durability at all. I really like Michael Chandler, though. Like, I'm not trying to put him down. I really like the guy, but I just think Gaethje just hits too hard. It's too relentless, and it's just going to pour the pressure onto him and find a finish.
Yeah, I got Gaethje absolutely all day in this fight. This is Justin Gaethje absolutely all day. He's going to knock out Michael Chandler. And
yeah, I think so.
Chandler's really only path to victory is fighting Justin Gaethje's previous, fight style, which is wrestling. And Gaethje has said many times that he just doesn't like to wrestle, but he is a high-level wrestler. And if Chandler tries to stand and bang with Gaethje, which I think he's going to try to do,
yeah,
he's gonna get knocked out. And this is another one. Fight goes distance, no. I see right now at like -300. Solid parlay piece because this fight will not go the distance.
What's Gaethje's line right now?
-165.
I think I might slam that after the live stream.
You know what? No, I would say don't do that because there's a lot of Michael Chandler fans.
You think?
So, yeah, this fight's gonna get way closer, especially with Gaethje coming off a loss. We haven't seen Gaethje in such a long time. He's coming off a loss to Khabib, obviously looking like a absolute, looking the best performance of his career against Tony Ferguson. But
yeah,
man, if Charles Oliveira was able to knock Michael Chandler out, and Charles Oliveira, as good as he is, he's not a heavy-handed hitter.
No, that was...
Gaethje is going to knock Michael Chandler unconscious.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm very, very confident in that.
I'm gonna be very heavy on Justin Gaethje in this fight.
Yeah, I 100% agree. This is such a good fight. This could be you know what? It's also funny. What's his name? Their coach is coaching 3 fights on this card.
Gaethje?
Yeah.
Trevor Whitman?
Yeah. Usman.
Oh, yeah. Usman's at elevation now. I always forget that.
And Gaethje. All 3 of them are on this card. Probably back to back to back. That's pretty interesting. He might sweep the board here because I got all 3 of them in this fight.
So do I.
What about Sean Strickland against the returning Luke Rockhold? What do you think about that one?
This is such a banger too. Man, Sean Strickland looks so good right now. I had him against Uriah Hall. Honestly, I really like what I see out of Sean Strickland lately. He just looks like he kind of has it figured out, like that jab and just his volume. He just puts so much pressure on guys. He's a real problem. Luke Rockhold, I have no idea how he's going to look coming back here. This is it's a 3-round fight, so I think it could go the distance. Obviously, people are going to say what they say about Luke Rockhold's chin. The guys that have chinned him in the last few times he got knocked out, Blachowicz, Yoel Romero, Michael Bisping. It's not terrible. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go the distance. I like Sean Strickland here, though. I think just once again, inactivity. I really don't like to see that. Sean Strickland's been active, and he's been looking like, the best he ever has up here at 185. He looks great. And
Yeah.
I could see Strickland getting it done here for sure.
Yeah, Strickland hasn't lost since coming back from that motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
I think he's 4-0 now, 5-0, 4-0, I
Yep.
think.
I
But
picked him every time except Brendan Allen. He burned me on that one.
I picked him every time except for Uriah Hall because
okay.
I don't know. It was one of those things where I thought Hall was going to show us something we haven't seen before, and Strickland was going to kind of have some negative regression, but I'm not making that mistake here. Sean Strickland is not going to lose this fight. As far as how he's going to do it, I totally agree with you. I can see Strickland going the distance just with his volume. But one thing is, like, I feel like when was the last time Rockhold fought?
2019, July 6th.
Yeah, so if you're coming back from being off for so long, I think the last person that you want to fight is Sean Strickland.
Yeah, I just this is a tough one to come back to. I mean, they probably would have given him a lob, if he wanted. Ease his way back into the waters. This is going to be a fight.
The only way that I can see Rockhold being able to go the distance or to have a chance at winning this fight and not just getting 30-27 is wrestling,
Yeah,
Besides
that's the only
that,
thing. And Sean Strickland's actually, he's half decent, better than I feel like people give him credit for in that department.
Yeah, he just doesn't train it because of his knee, but he is a really good wrestler, and he's got decent jiu-jitsu too. He just doesn't drill it like, he's more of a stand-up fighter. And I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I got Sean Strickland in this one. I feel like this might be one of those cards where I'm going to be on almost every favorite, except for maybe this one. I don't know. There's no line on this one though. It'll be interesting to see what the line will be for Frankie Edgar versus Marlon Vera.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see that as well.
I would almost guess that that's going to be a pick'em, or maybe Vera would be favored. Maybe Vera favored after the last time that we saw Frankie Edgar. But Vera is lower ranked. That's interesting. I wonder what that'll be lined at. What do you think about that fight?
This one's I'm honestly not sure who I like in this one yet. I feel like it's a close one. Definitely going to be lined closely, in my opinion. I don't know. I might go with Cheeto to get this one done. I feel like at 40 years old, I don't know if I really trust Frankie Edgar. Obviously, I'm going to have to look into it a little more closely, but Cheeto looks like he's kind of coming into his own a bit. He's kind of figuring out what he needs to do to win fights. Obviously, Jose Aldo, that was a tough one. But yeah, I'm going to go with Cheeto on this one. I feel like he's starting to figure stuff out a little bit. Edgar, I mean, you don't have two primes. He's 40 years old. I definitely think he's live, but early lean, I'm going to go with Marlon Vera.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think, Marlon Vera showed me something in that last fight, right? Against, who was it? Davey Grant?
Davey Grant, yeah.
Yeah.
He looked good.
He looked really good. And who knows what we're going to see from Frankie Edgar. So, yeah, these other two fights are probably not even going to be on the main card. Irene Aldana in a bantamweight bout against Germaine de Randamie. It's interesting that they're giving Aldana this fight after she's coming off missing weight against Kunitskaya. This fight, I lean Germaine de Randamie, but not. It depends how it's lined, though. What do you think about this one? Rapid fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to agree with you. Slight lean towards de Randamie. Aldana, obviously, I mean, looked good last time out. I like Aldana. I don't know. I'm going to go with de Randamie in this one as well. She's going to have she's just physically a little bit bigger, I think, too. She is getting up there in years, but I just think she's technically just better and has more ways to win.
Yeah, Aldana looked good against Kunitskaya, but in her fight before that, right, was against Holly Holm.
Yeah, Holly Holm.
The kickboxer, and Germaine de Randamie is similar style. So I don't know. I think I think I would lean Durandamine, but I'd probably have to break it down. Irene Aldana is definitely one of those fighters where every single bet that I place, either on or against her, I lose. So I'll have to look into it further, or might just not bet it. And then
I don't think I'm gonna bet this one, honestly.
I might if something appears, because
well, we have to see the line first, of course.
Yeah, and then Ally Quinta comes back. I don't think we've seen him. When was the last time he fought? Against Habib?
It's the last time I remember him fighting. Dan Hooker.
Oh, yeah. And
almost 2 years ago.
He takes on Bobby Green, who we just saw in a super entertaining fight, maybe the fight of the year almost, against Rafael Fiziev. This is going to be a banger. I don't even care about the betting in this one. This is going to be a banger. Bobby Green is never in a bad fight. And Ally Quinta always just comes in with a ton of energy. This is going to be a super good fight. And Bobby Green's probably going to lose by decision. That's probably what's going to happen there, in my opinion. Okay.